silence. And tonight, your moment of silence. Obviously, we know there was a major flood in Texas, and there's a lot of people down there struggling right now. Lost a lot of family members, so if we could keep them in our thoughts tonight, I'd appreciate it. Mrs. Faust, when you're ready, go ahead.
Mr. Brookhart. Dr. Faulkner.
Here.
Mr. Garman. Dr. Green.
Here.
Mr. Gregg.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman.
Here.
Mr. Reichert.
Here.
Mr. Umbriak.
Here.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Here. 1.3 minutes, June 4th, 2025, Committee of the Whole meeting. The board will take action to approve the meeting minutes from the June 4th, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting as presented. I have a motion and a
Motion.
second.
Motion. Second.
Dr. Faulkner.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes.
Mr. Gregg.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Yes. 1.4 minutes, June 11th, 2025, regular board meeting. The board will take action to approve the meeting minutes from the June 11th, 2025, regular board meeting as presented. May I have a motion and a second, please?
Motion.
Second.
Dr. Green.
Yes.
Mr. Gregg.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Yes. Take us to number 2, board administrative announcements. 2.1, resignation. The board will take action to accept the resignation of Wayne Brookhart as the Danville Area School Board Director effective July 9th, 2025.
Motion.
Second.
Before we vote, can we just take a moment to acknowledge the things that he's
Absolutely.
done? Okay.
Wayne, you want to go ahead, or
I
go ahead, Sandy? I'll let you go
I was
first.
just going to say, so I know Wayne has been on the board more than once, and he came on the board with me when I first started on the board, and he has been seminal in changing the direction of this district in many, many ways. And I appreciate his guidance, because he's helped me along learn a lot about how the board works, and I appreciate the insight that he brought. And him and I haven't always gotten along or always agreed, but in general, it was always very clear that he cared deeply about the district and that his intentions always were to try to make the district better. And he will be a loss to the school board, but it sounds like he probably has nice things and other things to do moving forward, including, I think, he's going to spend some time elsewhere in the country. So I just, at least from my personal perspective, wanted to say thank you for everything that he's done and all the assistance he provided in significantly changing the direction of the Danville School District for the better.
Yeah, I mean, I echoed what Sandy said. I actually thought that he was going to be one of my biggest oppositions when I got appointed, but he actually turned out to be probably one of my closest people on the board. I spent a lot of time with Wayne on the phone asking questions. He shared a lot of knowledge with me that he had, so I'm very appreciative of everything that he's taught me as well on how schools work, how boards work, so I'm thankful for that. And like Sandy said, we lost a big asset with him resigning, but I appreciate the fact that he did what he did because he knew what was coming forward in him, or what was coming up for him in life, and rather than occupy a seat and not be here, he would rather step back and allow us to put somebody in his seat that could be a part of the board. So I do appreciate him doing that. So with that being said, Sandy, I think you motioned, we had a second. I guess it's time to vote.
Mr. Gregg.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.,
Yes. 2.2, appoint CSIU representative. The board will take action to appoint Sandy Green to replace Samuel Faulkner as the Danville Area School District representative to the Central Susquehanna Intermediate Unit Board of Directors beginning July 1st, 2025.
Motion. Second.
That was quick, guys.
So,
I bet it might be my first motion.
once again, if I vote no on this, what happens?
If everybody else votes yes, you're still
You will
going.
probably be the only one that'll vote no, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. I could turn it no. One word about, before we vote on that, one word about the previous. We have to vote on bringing a board member in the next meeting.
Correct. So I believe Mrs. Faust is going to advertise that
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So I just wanted the public to know that there'll be a process and that there'll be an advertisement for anyone who wants to put in an application.
Yes, and just so the public is aware, Mrs. Faust will put that advertisement out tomorrow, and we will conduct that process like we have similarly at the first Wednesday of August on the 6th, which is normally our committee of the whole. We'll continue to hold committee of the whole not that night, but we'll also be advertising for a special voting meeting for that position, and we'll still have our regular voting meeting on the 13th, because the 13th is beyond 30 days from now in terms of how that falls. So we look to appoint a new board member on Wednesday, August 6th.
And Mr. Rickard, are you anticipating it would be a similar process to what we've done the past 2 times we've appointed?
Yeah, I don't see why we would change the process.
Okay. So just giving the public an idea of what to expect.
If anybody needs tips, I'm a professional in that process.
You are. Indeed. Try again.
Reach
Yeah.
out.
The little engine
You'll
that could.
prep them.
All right.
And I'll look forward to somebody else being a punching bag this time.
I'm going to be mean to you, even though you're not interviewing.
Did we still have to vote on Sandy?
We still have to vote
Are
on
we
that,
ready?
unfortunately.
Okay.
I was trying to distract
Are we
away
ready?
from that, but
I
it
was
didn't,
still
didn't
gonna
seem to
say
work.
yes, Sandy.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Riker,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Reluctantly, yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.
Yes. 2-3 reports. Nothing from VOTEC. They're not meeting again to discuss contracts till August. They've
August.
pushed that off. And we don't have a JOC meeting, I think, until August. Our last one was in June.
And I think fair to say when we say they pushed that off, that is
The
the
teachers'
union pushed
Yeah,
that off.
it wasn't
yes.
the administrative side, it was the teachers' union that pushed it off, so. Sam, anything from the CSIU for your last report?
No, I mean,
Was the dinner good?
no, it's, I mean, it's a well, I mean, you will appreciate it because it's a well-run organization, and they, I think, very focused on serving children and then helping districts out in the region. So, nothing to add. It was actually really was a joy and a pleasure being a part of that board for the time that I was able to serve. So,
And I'm happy to report out that I am now the new member. That is what I have to report back.
Okay, EITC, I don't think he's here, right? Head Start,
I have nothing. I did not attend.
okay? TS Trust. Okay, so that takes us to Superintendent's Report.
So I do not have a superintendent's report for the month of July. With us not having a committee of the whole meeting this month, we try to keep this meeting as condensed as possible with items. We will have board reports returning in August where we'll summarize all of the work that we've been doing this summer.
So, public comment. Max of 3 minutes for agenda items only. Nothing in presentation and outside guests. So that'll move us to school property and supplies. 6.1, school property and supplies consent items. Board will take action to approve school property and supply items 6.2, 6.3, 6.4 as presented. Board members have the option to remove any item or items from the school property and consent items for discussion and or to be voted on individually. So just for the people who may be watching, if you're following along or looking at the agenda, the items in 6.2, 6.3, and 6.4 are not new. They are just portions of invoices that we are paying We previously approved these amounts. They are current projects that are going on right now within the district. For those of you scoring at home. So when you're satisfied, if we can get a motion in a second, we'll move the
Make
voting.
a motion?
Second.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Umbreak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichard Jr.
Yes. Take us to 7, athletics and activities. 7.1, athletics activities consent items. Board will take action to approve athletic activities items 7.2 through 7.4. Board members have the option to remove any item or items from the athletics activities consent items for discussion and/or to be voted on individually. Please take a moment, look over them. When you are happy with what you're reading, motion and a second, please.
Motion.
Second?
Mr. Umbreak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Reichard Jr.
Yes.
So one thing I didn't say that I should say, I just wanted to give you kudos, for all the supervision you're doing with the active repair projects that are going on. Thank you. And that, it sounds like from what the board has been told, a lot of the stuff has been caught because of your diligence in paying attention to the status of the courts and things like that. So I think it's important to acknowledge that it seems like you're doing a really good job, and
Of course, thank you.
Yeah, I want to second that as well, because I believe it would have been repetitive change orders, and I think that we had the proper people to oversee the project, where the initial number to where we are now, we actually saved ourselves money, and I think it's because... Oh, no, absolutely, no, I'm glad, I think both of you is very much so. And like I said, it's something that taxpayers need to know as well, because from the initial number, we finally saved ourselves rather, than additional change orders. So thanks to both of you. I appreciate it.
That's not true. You've got beautiful grandchildren.
I was about to say there's an app for that, but you clearly don't need it.
Number 8, academic affairs. 8.1, tuition paid student. The board will take action to accept a transfer student number 180921 to Danville Area School District as a tuition paying student to enroll in our entrepreneurship program using section 1809A of the Pennsylvania School Code beginning the 2025-2026 school year. The student's family resides in the Central Columbia School District, who will be responsible for paying the tuition. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Umbreak,
Yes.
Mr. Reichard Jr.
Yes. Nothing under school and community relations. 10, finance. 10.1, 10.2, and 10.3 are just reports. Moves us to 10.4, bills for payments. Board will take action to approve the bills for payments from June 4th, 2025 through July 1st, 2025 as presented. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichard,
Abstain?
Mr. Umbreak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Mr. Reichard Jr.
Abstain. Take us to number 11, personnel. 11.1, the 2025-2026 substitute list. The board will take action upon recommendation of the superintendent to approve the 2025-2026 superintendent list as presented, pending the receipt of all required clearances and documentation.
Motion?
Second.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Abstain.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.
Yes. The rest of the personnel consent items. The board will take action to approve personnel consent items 11.3 through 11.15. Scroll down through. If there's anything you would like to have removed to be voted on separately, please speak now. Forever hold your peace. You're happy with what you're reading? Take a motion in a second so we can move to voting.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes.
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.
Yes. Would like to recognize in that pile of approvals that our athletic director, Brian Albertson, was in there to extend his contract. He's not here with us tonight, but Brian does a tremendous job in our district. We actually have more sports offered in our district than some larger schools than us. And Brian does a fantastic job organizing, making sure there's buses, making sure schedules are right, making sure we have officials for our games. He and Dr. Gump work very well together. They're a good team as far as handling situations with athletes when they arise. Plus, Brian has a lot of valuable contacts at the PIAA that most schools don't have with athletic directors, and that comes from years of, well, his dad was the AD here, and you just don't build relationships like that overnight. So we're thankful to have Brian, and we're glad to see he's going to stay with us.
And do we have some of the teachers that were approved here
We
today
do.
too?
I would certainly like to just echo the thanks to Brian and excited to have him continue on. And we have two of our new teachers with us this evening, so I'm excited for them to join us. Lauren Weinhoffer's with us, and Lauren is going to be joining our third grade team. So we're excited for her to join the district. And we have Shelby Folk with us. Shelby's going to join our second grade team, and we're excited for Shelby to join the Danville family as well. Thank you both for being with us this evening.
Yeah, and I just want to echo as well with Brian Albertson. I think Daryl's seen my notes because he beat me to the punch and basically took the words right out of my mouth. Not everybody, may exactly agree, when you talk to him, but I think Brian does a fabulous job. And when you look at it, we have more athletics and sports than some of your 6A schools. So, he does do a tremendous job, and I don't think he gets enough credit. So, I appreciate what he does.
I will also acknowledge, I think I've been on the board now almost 5 years, as shocking as that seems. This is the least amount of complaining I've heard about sports in Danville since he's been the one in charge. No? You didn't? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call you when I reclaim my title of superintendent of sports instead of just superintendent of the district and
You're
have
actually-
you come in for some of the meetings.
We actually almost bought Molly a sign for her door.
It just, it's like, how much time can you spend on athletics?
You may, but we haven't had to spend nearly as much time, so I'll take that.
We're taking care of it for you. That's good.
Perfect.
No, Brian does an outstanding job.
So moving on to item 12 then, policy and insurance. 12.1, policy and insurance consent items. The board will take action to approve policy and insurance items 12.2 through 12.6. Board members have the option to remove any item or items for the policy and insurance consent items for discussion and or to be voted on individually.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Reichard,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green,
Yes?
Mr. Gregg,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.
Yes. Nothing in transportation, so take us to 14, board concerns and items for next meeting agenda. Public comment? Nothing?
Adam, he's at 22.
22. I gave him 25.
Should I
Somebody hold him up.
Thanks for coming out tonight. We will see you in August for Committee of the Whole. Have a good night.